Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Agasically Stamus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Here with another episode of the Replication Anecdotes. This is episode number 431 here on Sunday, the 21st of July in this year of our gaming 2019. We're about to get things slightly sweaty with my first flight ever in Star Citizen, the infamous space sim by Chris Roberts. I'm going to warn you, if you're joining in on the live stream now, this stream is going to be maybe a little different than some others in that it's really what I used to call a calibration or configuration test run live stream. I've got a lot of work to do to figure this game out, number one. Number two, I'm also dealing with a new streaming setup, so and I've got quite a bit of testing to do to make sure that everything is configured correctly. So we're going to get started promptly, but just be ready to experience me going through a lot of learning curve. Okay, it sounds like the audio mix balance isn't too bad, which was one of the issues that I was going to have. One of the first things I have to do is I've got to go in and try and see if I can get this throttle configured correctly. One of the things that I love about space sims is they allow me to bring all of my gear to bear. As you know, I'm a hardware prostitute. This allows me to maximize the use of all of my resources, and I love game controllers, so I'm using the Thrustmaster Hotus X flight control system today. I took this out for a test run yesterday, and the problem is that, first of all, it took me a while to figure out what exactly these inversion settings were. I didn't read inversion settings, I just thought this was where you assigned a controller to a certain aspect of the game. It turns out that people think that what's going on is that my throttle flight sim free look. I mean, it's tough for me because I don't really understand. I think I'm going to try and maybe not even try and invert those settings yet. Let me just try. Oh. That's only recognizing, crikey, movement. That only sees the one HOTUS. Let's try the inversion controls then. Maybe that is it. What bugs me is that on these inversion settings, it doesn't just say, I wish it just said throttle, but it doesn't say that. And it does have a speed range absolute, so I'm gonna hope that that is it, and say invert those controls. Now the other place it might be joystick sensitivity curves on foot, then flight, speed range. I'm hoping I don't have to mess with that. But the other way people were saying I might be able to flip it is by monkeying around with this. I hope I don't have to get that deep into it. The other thing I'm not completely clear on is, and this might be a bug, so I own the CO Mustang Alpha, and it does not come up as selectable. Now if I switch to the Aurora, it is. I don't know why that comes up. It doesn't come up as selectable. But I'd really like to be able to play this in Arena, because I paid for it. But we'll just go ahead and select this one. I thought originally that it was because something I hadn't equipped on my ship, and I don't really know. So that took me a while to figure out. But it seemed to not be the case, because even when I would fully kit out the Mustang, it still wouldn't let me select it.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
So let's see right away if this has fixed it. No. It makes me go freaking backwards. It's really aggravating. So it's possible, it's still possible that it's not inverting the controls. Let's see if I have the key binding set correctly. It only recognizes the one HOTAS. Set throttle. Flight control movement. So the one thing that's crappy about today's live stream is this might very well be all that I get done, is monkeying around with this. Throttle forward and back is Z-axis on the HOTAS. Now my workaround is to pull out one of my gaming keyboards and set up an alternative control scheme. I'm really hoping I don't need to go to that. Throttle forward backwards is the Z-axis. Controls. So one possibility is that HOTAS 1, HOTAS 2, HOTAS 3, and HOTAS 4. So let's try inverting it on. Well, in fact, how about I do this? Speed range absolute. Why don't I just set it to inverted? Acceleration limiter. Speed range. I'm just going to set it to inverted on every HOTAS that it sees. And I'm hoping that speed range is the equivalent of throttle. That's the thing I don't know. Pitch, yaw, roll, strafe, strafe, strafe. Forward, backward, strafe. Huh. What if it considers throttle, forward and backward strafe? That could be part of the problem. And I would hope that me setting it, so maybe I just need to set all four of those for inverted. Backward, forward, backward, speed range. Forward, backward, speed range. So at first, when I couldn't figure this out yesterday, I told myself I could just deal with the throttle being inverted. But the problem is, I talk a lot about cognitive load when you're playing a game, particularly when you're playing simulations, which is one of my favorite genres to play. Yes, 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 yes. And the problem is that while you like to think that you'll be able to deal, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Love it. Okay, now if my strafe controls are set the same, are they? Hold on. I need to point the ship this way. No, I don't have the strafe control set properly. I took them off momentarily yesterday when I was monkeying around with stuff, so let's go key bindings. Joystick HOTAS, advanced controls customization. Flight. Not super crazy with the fact that the menus stick wherever you last had them, because a lot of times I don't know exactly where I am vertically in the list. This is another thing I gotta fix, because so, strafe left. Yes. Strafe right. And what I gotta do is take those look controls off. But I also want to... I need yaw. Here we go. Yaw. I have yaw on x-axis. That doesn't seem right. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. Let me leave that here for the time being and not put it on my normal rudder control. What I need to do is I need to look at view. Where is view? Here we go. Flight view. Look left. I do like that you could just right click to disable stuff. Cycle camera view is on 5, so that's fine. I think I want to make sure that I go ahead now and configure the other stuff that I need for... I may eventually need space brake. That's probably valid. What do I want to put space brake on? So this changes my cockpit view. I think I actually want to change... so I have an R2 and an L2 button on the underside of this thing. I think that's what I want to configure space brake to. Is this okay? Yes. I think that's fine. You don't really need... Nope, you do need strafe up. And strafe down. Right, so I configured all the strafing, the maneuvering thrusters to the hat switch. I think I want to change the cycle camera view. I think new launch countermeasure. The problem is, the classic problem with a flight sim or a space sim is you're never really certain exactly which controls you're going to need until you really get into the meat of it. So I'm kind of guessing here as to what I'll need. I tried this look left, look right, and it just doesn't really... I almost think what I really need is free look. I'll try that on this. Now, you're probably definitely going to need that auto land. So, and I probably definitely need look behind. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I can feel that. Hey, thanks so much, Goryoke, for the host. I do appreciate it. I'm going to put look behind on this button. That's where afterburner is. I actually want to put afterburner on button 5, if I can find it. How you doing today, man? You chilling out on a Sunday afternoon? So, Okay. Quantum drive. That's interesting. So I think what I'm going to do here is just do that and putz around with some of these controls in free flight. What I actually need to do is I really need to go ahead and get into combat. So I think I have most of my basic maneuvering thrusters, or most of my basic, well, that's yaw, so that's okay. So that leaves my rudder controls available. Up, down. See what the afterburners do.
Chaff selected.
Ooh, I don't know if...
Flare selected. Chaff selected.
Now this is the look behind. Okay. Oh. I think I got something going on here where this thing is not bottoming out. Oh no, there's another cable under there. Come on. Okay. I don't know why what is going on here? Oh, no, we're good. Looked like it was crabbing over to the left as if I had a maneuvering thruster.
Flare selected.
It's really weird to me. Like, I don't understand. I would think that there would be some type of
Chaff selected.
power indicator that would tell me.
Flare selected. Chaff selected. Flare selected.
I'm also a
Chaff
little
selected.
bugged by the constant chatter about the countermeasures because I have this mapped to both controllers right now. So, and that's the space brake. Let's see what happens when I do that. Okay, well that definitely works. And I tested the look behind. View change. What the heck was that? Pretty cool. On the maneuvering thrusters, you can see them there on the tail end of the spacecraft there. So I think I'm good with most of this. I think part of my problem is I need to take off some of the duplicitous controls. But I think that's the basics. We'll go ahead and do that before I flip over to the combat arena. So let's check key bindings on the HOTUS, advanced controls customization. Most of that stuff is probably under weapons, and what I probably need to do. Flight defensive. Launch countermeasure. I'm just going to take that off for right now so I don't have the double controls and it constantly yapping at me. Now, let's verify that I did map the afterburner. So the space brake is working. I just wasn't really absolutely certain that I was getting the afterburner thing that I needed. Let me check one other thing too, is I want to verify. Let's go back inside the cockpit. I want to verify that this gets me into free look mode. Nope. No. Options. So Gory may have just given me a host from his phone or something. Probably occupied with family and stuff this afternoon. Controls, key bindings, HOTUS. So my problem is that I don't feel like I'm getting the free look. Free look hold is supposed to be button 12. Auto land and landing system toggle. So let's take those off. Are they part of movement? Yeah. Now the other thing is maybe it's doing that because, so it says hold. Oh. Now that's because I have. Oh. What I wanted to do is when I. Ugh. Let's see. Return to game. No, options. Maybe what I need to do is let's go key bindings, keyboard and mouse. How can I change the view? Look left, look right. Free look is Z. Okay. I need to find a way to look left and right in the cockpit. That says look up, down, y-axis. So that. Hold on. Joystick HOTAS. Flight view. That's the issue. So the look down. Okay. All right. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. So maybe. Let's see if that'll work. Because it worked with the y-axis. Let's see. So when I put this on. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that's the best thing. Because my point is. Seems like I'm drifting a little. Let's get back here. So what it does is it moves off center pip just a little when you're actually maneuvering the ship, and that's fine. But if I need to free look, so that works. Okay. So now what I gotta do is I do need to go ahead and look at key bindings. Now I want to start getting set up for combat. Advanced controls, cockpit view, movement, targeting. Here's where things are gonna get a little bit crucial. So I'm just gonna try and go nose on for any engagements. I do need to be able to cycle all targets. I don't have a lot of keys here, so let's put that on L3. So that's button 4. So we're going to have to go figure out where else button 4 is. I don't want it to do that. Target hailing. It was on something for mining. Maybe that's okay, because maybe I won't have... I'd assume I don't have... acquire missile lock, launch missile. I do want a launch missile input on it. Jeez, why is it mapped to everything like that? That's fine, just go ahead and do that. I'll figure out where else button 2 is configured. Fire weapon group 2, I don't want it on that. I'm not going to want that. I do need something to acquire missile lock. Let's put it on that. God, like what I really need is I really just need this to like, I need something that's almost completely zeroed out. Because I'm constantly having to go around and deconflict. Eject in interaction mode. And I mean, I have no idea where eject and interaction mode are. This is a bear. Cycle targets. My big thing is I just want to be able to pull the trigger. So I don't see anything like a gun, so inner thought respawn. Ugh. Now why? That says flight weapons. Why is there a primary fire? Why is that different from... Default preset image. This is going to be rough. Alright, I'm at the point now where I've mucked up the plumbing so much that I just... Oh, no. Don't use the mouse for that. So I don't think... That's not firing weapons. That's not firing weapons. Great. That's like aiming something or something? Man, I really don't know what I've done now. Now, when I was mucking around with this yesterday, I had weapons firing even in free flight. So I've done something to muck that up. Well, I think we're at the point now where I'm not absolutely certain that all of my weapon stuff is even engaging when I'm not necessarily in combat, so I need to go to arena combat and make sure. I guess we'll try Pirate Swarm. I don't even know what Pirate Swarm is. Alright, so now the Mustang Alpha is selectable. I don't know why. I don't know that I've got it completely armed up either.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Oh boy. That's giving me 3 spawns.
Swarm initiated.
So this is all about starting to figure the game out. Doesn't appear that there are any targets.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Where? Not seeing
Contact.
anything. I'm hitting cycle targets and I'm not getting anything. Here we go. There's something out there. Still not getting anything. Alright, so at least I got 1 weapons mount to fire. That does not feel like freaking Afterburner is kicking in. It's aggravating. Oof. This is not an easy flight model. Whoa. Ah, you switched view. Ah. think part of the problem is I don't have all of the weapons mounted up that I need to. So let's try this again. So I have that selected, right? Go to ship customization. I could not figure this out yesterday. So we're on weaponry. I've got nothing on the right wing. I own those. I try to equip it. So now that tells me that I've got that mounted on the right wing. Left wing. Equip that item and take it from here. So it says that I've got them both mounted, right? Save changes and equip. Now it says that I've got turrets. Appears that I cannot mount rockets. That clock is going on here. Okay. So I think those are mounted. One of the things, I can't get into options from here. Let's select rent ship. Go with the Mustang. I guess maybe it's saying that I already have it selected. Maybe that's why. If I look at ship customization, all those weapons are mounted. So maybe that's why that select ship is blanked out. So we'll go free flight. No. Go pirate swarm. Launch game.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Swarm initiated.
Okay. Okay. So we have weapons now.
There are multiple hostiles inbound.
And it
Contact.
appears as if they're all mapped. What I don't like is that I seem to not be able to cycle targets. Or maybe that's because I don't have anybody targeted. Still not absolutely certain that Afterburner is actually working. And I want to be a little bit risky here because I want to check the audio mix balance, and I hope that this works. But I just want to verify that everything is still good to go. Alright, so hopefully that audio mix is going okay. Let's see. Now we're firing weapons at least. Oh! Where's he at? Looks like that gave him some damage. Got target cycle, but I feel like... Oh, they're scoring some hits. That's scoring some hits. Stick with it. Come on, where'd he go? Where'd he go? How he is just taking off like that. Where is he? Oh! What I don't like is they should be coming up. Winged him. That hit him. I think he's out. No. Still good. Also not getting like a range indicator. Would be one thing I would expect. So something's not going right with targeting here. Get the damage. So those messages are coming up whenever I hit him, I guess. It is Ravenclaw. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Hanging out, chilling on a Sunday afternoon? Yeah, this is definitely a learning curve live stream, so it may not be that fun because I'm trying to figure this game out. A lot of what I'm doing now is running simulations to try and make sure that I get a decent control scheme down on the flight control system. This game is in early access, so it's not. I mean, whoa, what is that? I don't even remember where I put the look behind right there. Feels like I ran into an asteroid. Of course, just being lazy. Yeah, it seems hard. I think I'm probably making it harder on myself more so than I need to. There's still a wave 1 out there. So something's going on where I'm not tracking, not selecting the target. Oh, it's not good. So what I probably need to do, hopefully that's actually pausing the game. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've played a lot of different kind of games, so it's a blessing and a curse. So how's your Fallout campaign going, by the way? Key bindings, joystick HOTAS, controls, customization. So I may have derped up. Aim left, aim right, aim up, aim down, reset aim, look ahead, reticle focus, cycle all targets. That is what seems to not be working properly. I can tell it's amazing and I might be obsessed. For your Fallout campaign, yeah. I imagine you were not the first person to fall victim to the addictive nature, possibly, of Fallout 4. That's good. I'm really glad that other than Fable, that you found a game that really just kind of hooked you. That you can like dive deep on. That's always so awesome when you have that kind of a game discovery. Cycle all targets back, cycle friendly. Pin the focus target. I don't know what the heck that means. Let's try this. Cycle hostile targets. I'll put that on button 4. Decrease mining laser power. So let's get rid of that. I thought that maybe I wouldn't have a control conflict. First of all, I thought I got rid of that. I know that I don't have a mining laser, so I would think that it wouldn't be a big issue, but Ravenclaw says, yeah, definitely there is so much to do in that game, it blows my mind. So what about that game in particular is your biggest hook to it right now? Like, I know with a lot of those games, a lot of times I get obsessed with, like, just the sheer act of inventory management and, like, constantly finding, like, the next best thing and, like, getting rid of the last thing. But I'm curious what you find is the most engaging hook in Fallout. And given that you're playing Fallout 4, are you planning or thinking of going and playing any of the other Fallout games? Gimbal assist, gyro stabilization. I guess I have no missile weapons mounted, so that's not going to matter. Flight radar. Radar cycle range. Scoreboard maps. I'm starting to get a bit overwhelmed. How the hell would I want to open the doors? View. Well, hopefully, if I've got cycle all hostile targets hooked to button 4, and I've got button 4 unlocked from any other overlapping control, hopefully that'll solve my problem. I don't need to hail the target. The weapons seem to be fine. It's just I had launch missile on 2 and acquire missile lock on 6. I think that's going to be okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. You'll get him. Replication says to me, it's probably the fact that there are so many settlements, so many different ways you can play the game. Now we've got the hostile locks, and we've got a cleaning gun indicator. Smoke him. And I've got HUD indicators on where he's going. Now we're going to gas. Oh. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come on, there you go. Boxing indicator. Come on, stick with it. There we go. I winged him. Wind him up. Splash one. This is my first kill. I'm pretty happy with that.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Close. I'll definitely play more Fallout games and also do a new playthrough in Fallout 4. Very cool. Okay. Okay, now we're hooking enemies without needing to be nose on. Okay, so the next thing I want to get fixed is I want to get this stinking afterburner fixed. Now I'm wondering if part of the issue is that I don't actually have an afterburner equipped on this spaceship. Now, so Ravenclaw, since I've known you, that makes your main thing that you've been playing and streaming 2 RPGs. Is that kind of like your mainstream genre, or are there other genres that capture your interest as well? Flight. Movement. I've got so much to learn with this game. Where's the afterburner? I think I am... There's space brake. I armed that. I configured that control, so that's not a problem. Afterburner. What did I hook it to? I put it on... Where's that button? It's on button... Oh, no. That's right. I put it on button 5. Okay. But totally possible that I don't actually have an afterburner. Where is this guy? There we go. Nope. Get back in the cockpit. Yeah. I think I don't have an afterburner here. Fuel's down to 86%. Hull's at 100. I gotta eat. I'll be back. Leaving a lurk up. Hey, thanks so much, Raven. I do certainly appreciate it. And thanks for the host as well. I didn't catch that. Oh, you shooting at me? No. I took some damage on the left forward pod. About to be barbecue potato though, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, that pip indicator is not that prominent. So I think once I feel like I have the basics of flight. Flash 2, 50% fuel replenished. Nice. Where do you go? Whoa. Space break. Drop. Go get him. Lock him up. Here we go. Starting to get a little better about Austin. Where's the pit? There it is. A little bit better about getting a sense for how they're adjusting this visually. Still tough. I need to see if there's a way in the HUD configuration to... Nice.
Don't worry. He's
Okay, so I'm not going to play a whole 15 waves of this. That would just be too much. There are definitely things I need to do, though. I need to figure out Afterburner. I also need to... I'm glad that I'm able to hook the enemies, but I don't like that I'm not seeing them in that radar. And I wonder if that's because I need to... Is the range in too tight? And then how do I adjust the range? I think this is the last thing I want to check out before I take off for the next advanced thing. Movement targeting, radar. Radar cycle range. I put that on the... I really want to know how do I adjust that on keyboard mouse. Flight radar. Oh, it's not... that's not good. Really? Increase FOV, FOIP push to talk. FOB and FOIP push to talk. That's FOIP. But there's no advanced customization keyboard mouse. That should be in view. I don't see that at all. And where is FOIP? Flop an A. Well, let's see if... Yeah, that does not look like a radar is cycling at all. This game seems to have a problem when controls are overlapping, and that's a little frustrating. There's a button to increase, there's a command supposedly to increase FOV, but I don't see that. Maybe that's in HUD. Nope. Head tracking FOP. Maybe that's it. Okay. I don't know what the heck. Flight something IP. Oh, no. Well, never mind. Okay, and there's increased FOV. So, if that doesn't work, then nothing's going to... Oh. Okay. I thought I saw something jump, but... Alright, well... I think I'm good to go as far as understanding the basic combat controls, so I'm going to go ahead and exit. And now I am off to the really big question. So the whole reason that I got into play this game is because... Oh, there's different maps? I guess there's two maps. Is because on the Enough to Keep Going podcast, have thrown a lot of shade at this game about it's kind of crazy. And its crazy business model, and the fact that like it's been crowdsourced, but it's been like in development for like 4 or 5 years. It's the highest, like, it's the most highly funded video game development ever, and the game's still not done. And people continue to throw money at it, which I have just never understood. And so we've leveled a lot of accusations at Chris Roberts and this company, and finally I talked to the podcasting co-host, and I was like, if we're going to be talking about this game like this, we somebody really needs to go in like deep undercover and actually like play the game, and that's a tough thing because that meant somebody needed to pony up money to check this game out. So I've been vacillating about it for years, and finally I decided to take the plunge. And so I registered for access to the game quite some time ago, actually, like back in January. Become an affiliate of PvE, join other large organizations, and slide PvP to max. If a ship is not an affiliate, consider it hostile. One rule only, do not kill another PvE member. PvP slider to max, you should make more profit and die less. You meet other ships in an instance, you will have a 90% chance of them being an actual player. If they are part of PvE or the other organization you're affiliated with, they should be friendly. This will give you less of a chance of meeting a hostile NPC. Also, if the ship comes up that is not a PvE member, you can be ready to fight or flee. So I don't understand that. I'm trying to figure out one of the things is there was supposed to be. So I guess maybe I need to go in and look at options. So are those options settings in here somewhere? Region, show hints, dialogue, subtitles, cockpit, sprint, crouch, prone, aim down sights, interaction mode, toggle, lean toggle, coupled mode, HOTAS. Flippin' A. There's a thrust invert right there. I think we figured it out anyway, though. G-safe defaults on speed limiter, disable, coupled mode, flight lead pip. My allergies are killing me, and when there's a lot of pollen and dust, my beard starts killing me. Snap aim to pip subtitles, star map, zoom, third person traversal, camera shake. I don't know what this FOIP or any of this stuff is. Explore some of the unique locations in the universe. So there's been a lot of... I see a lot of discussion online with this game about, like, you need to... they really recommend that you don't go it alone. Okay, I mean, I guess Stanton system, I don't even know. I guess this is location is the option. hangar first. So the problem is I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to be doing, but I prefer just jumping into things like that, this and trying to figure them out. This is another thing I'm not really particularly prepared for. I wasn't prepared for at all, in fact, is that the game actually has you both on foot. The jump actually works. So I'm in the hangar, and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Seems like you should be able to move faster. I don't really understand what the point of that is. Let's try this again. Hangars provide a private area to view and modify your ship loadouts. Weapons offline. So that's great. Is there a menu or input? It's just weird to me that my ship isn't here. A little unclear what the whole point of this is. So I'm hoping that I spend one live stream maybe figuring all this stuff out. And then hopefully the next 3 live streams that I'll be playing this. Be a little more efficient. You know, you always hear me talking in live streams about how I'm wrapped around the axle about progression and getting things done. And I knew this was going to be a bit of a haul getting to that point. But yeah, so the weird, interesting thing about the mystery of Star Citizen is that, like I said, it's been fully funded. It's been in development for a very long time. It looks gorgeous. I'm just trying to understand where's the game. What are you supposed to do in it? I thought that you were supposed to be able to go to one of these starports and actually, like, find jobs. I just saw one article there about, like, PvE versus PvP. And like I said, one of the biggest things that I saw online is about how, you know, it's very easily to just get jumped, like, your first time out by really aggressive players. But it looked like there's supposed to be some way to get into a PvE part of the universe. And that's definitely what I'm looking for. Now, if this thing ever completely comes together, I mean, obviously, one of the things with Space Sims is that you know, not a lot of games cover both sides. Not a lot of games cover both, you know, being up in your starship and being on the ground. This game does, although I've never really heard a lot about Raven kills me. I wish I had known that she'd been trying to boost me out on Twitter when she came in. The other thing, this game has really long load times, so it's a pretty massive size game, so it kind of doesn't surprise me entirely, but it is a thing. So Brother FM Gaming has also been trying to boost me out on Twitter. Oh, we got music. So maybe we're about to get into it. I may be live streaming again tonight. In fact, there's probably a good chance that I will. The fact that, wow, still loading. Hopefully we'll get there soon. I know when I initially boot the game, actually it completely locks my PC up. Like, it, the little partial full screen launch window, you know, keeps going, not responding, not responding. It is loading. It's just that it's got a lot of resources and assets, as you would think a game that models like a whole galaxy would. Like I said, you can even tell from this splash screen that the game's gorgeous, and they've paid a ton of attention to detail. Hey Gory, how you doing, man? Is this the new game? It is. This is a Star Citizen, so a game of much storied drama and the ongoing soap opera. But yeah, this is the new game that I was going to start up last night, but I ran out of time. It's a game that has been crowdsource funded for a number of years, but is still not complete. It still charges people for gaining access to the game and for ships. There's tons of ships available that are available at an additional charge. And I just recently realized that there's also subscriptions for access to other stuff as well. So, like, this... Again, on the Enough to Keep Going podcast, we've called this a veritable scam. I've also likened its followership to a cult. So I'm trying to figure out if that's really the case. All right, and we're finally loaded up. And you know, or did my PC actually go to sleep? It didn't go to sleep, but it did actually. And it's still loading. Wow. Hopefully it will eventually load. Now also hopefully I'll only experience this length of a load screen the first time. The hard drive light is still blinking, so it's still loading. This might be a fail. Damn, does EA or Activision make it sounds like their business model? No, it's actually, so in all fairness, even with the things EA and Activision does, like, I've never seen anything like this, and not even EA or Activision has anything cloaked in this veil of, like, mystery and like a lack of understanding of like what this game is. But no, it's actually technically an indie game, but it has far more of a base budget than even most AAA games. And people who play it still pour money into it, and it's still in early access. It's still called an alpha. So, so my suspicion is from my software perspective, I expect that this is going to break me in terms of like things that I feel like are acceptable and not acceptable. Like in general, I don't even play early access games. I mean, my opinion, again, coming from somebody who is a developer, I'm like, finish your game, test it, release it, and then I'll buy it, right? Like, I'm not going to be part of your QA department. But like I said, I had to get to the bottom of this mystery after talking about it for so many years. Like, I literally don't know. It still says it's loading. I wonder if this thing didn't pull down all the assets it needed when I actually installed it, and if it's actually installing stuff in the background. So, well, and and Gorioke says, well, and yeah, so this is what I like to do, and this is why I do this. So for other people who are like, I keep hearing about this game called Star Citizen, and I see people writing about it, but I don't really know or trust, like, I'm very interested, like, I like to get things like this and do them live on stream so that there is, like, first time video recorded evidence of, like, what a thing is, right? So that, like, even, let's not even talk about, like, the questionable business practices, but even, say, the Division 2, right? The Division 2, when I bought it, so Gorioke says, hopefully they're not charging for the length of the load screen. Right, exactly. They charge by load screen minute, and that's how they get to the cost of license to get access to the game. But, like, even when I bought the Division 2, so one of the things I do on stream, for anybody who hasn't ever watched one of my episodes, is I do what I call first boot episodes. And so I will get a game, I'll load it and install it, whether it's on PC or console or whatever, and I will not touch the game, and I will go live on my home screen on a console or on the desktop on a PC, and I will do the first boot launch live on stream. And that is so that people, before they go buy their money, can see what the onboarding experience is right from the very beginning. And I joke when I do that on PC, and I talk about, when you go and download a game from Steam or whatever, and you go to launch it for that first time, and it needs like some 5 gigabyte like .NET package upgrade or C++ virtual environment stuff. Like, that's an important thing that I think people need to know, so that if they're going to have a disruptive initial experience. And like I was saying, even with like the Division 2, man, like you buy the game, you download it. What you actually download is like a launch executable that's not even the full game. And I mean, it's gigabytes big. And then you go to launch it, and what it actually does is it kicks off Uplay, and then it goes and pulls down more assets, and then it installs. So when I did the first boot episode for that, it was like 30 minutes live on stream, like waiting for this thing to install. Gorioke says, yeah, that's a cool concept. Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. It's very risky. Like, I try to warn people, like, if you see a live stream heading and it says first boot, like, I can't guarantee you, like, how the stream is going to go. It could be... What the flip, dude? Like, it could be anything. Now, I also wonder if I'm having a problem here. It says game is running. Like, I can't tell if it's downloading anything. I may bounce. Can I get out of this? This is risky. Because I wonder if it's actually hitting something and failing to load. Okay, so let me out. I'm going to hit universe. Now, it went into the hangar, but I can't tell what the heck you're supposed to do in the hangar. And I mean, they say in the FAQ that the first thing you're supposed to do is go to the Stanton System space station. And I wonder if that's just like an inaugural thing that kicks off your access to the universe. I don't know. But I don't understand what's going on right now. So while this thing is attempting its second... Oh, there we go. Okay. There's a chat in here. Oh. Okay. I wasn't really prepared for that. Backpack. No. Get out of global chat. Get out of global chat. stuck in hover mode, go faster. The quick time it took me through the planet. Just allow you to retrieve any of your own ships using the Fleet Manager. Find them in the center of Deck 1. Combat systems in deep space, if accepted. Contract available looking for work. Right, so that was my understanding, is that you would be able to... yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you interact with something on here. Hey, what's going on, Hooligan? How you doing, man? Global chat, is this an MMO? Like, I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I guess kind of it is. By the way, thank you guys so much for joining in. I should give you guys your individual soundboards. I've been too focused on this game. But, Gory, okay for coming in the live stream? Let me herald your entrance. And Hooligan Whiff for bouncing in. Let me, I think maybe you're Cliffy, and so everybody's glad to see you. Patrons milling around the sports bar. So I've been so hyper-focused on how to control the game in flight that I haven't really. Move left, move right, so it's WASD, jump, space bar, crouch, prone, sprint. Walk lean, left lean, right, primary melee attack. Great Scott. Zoom out, zoom in, select sidearm. Gadget, contract item. I need interact is what I need. Drop item, inspect item, change fire mode. Third person view, so that's good to know. Why is there no, like, interact on here? Gordo case is nice. Nothing much. Just relaxing and procrastinating. Getting my stream set up done. How about you? Very cool. So, Gory, what else do you have left to do to set up your stream? How is there no interact on here? EVA, ground vehicle, social, electronic access. Oh, interaction. Huh, it's got its own whole menu. Interaction mode is F. Jeez. So what's funny, F, right, is Raven was in here earlier and was like, this looks complicated. And I was flying the ship at the time, and I'm like, that I actually understand. Ships are available through most stations. Okay, so I was just looking at stuff I need to go back in, and because this is moving way too slow. Key bindings. Advanced. On foot. Jump, crouch, prone. Sprint is left shift. So Gorio Case says everything. I haven't unboxed the capture card or got an OBS starter. Tech stuff makes me anxious. I'm a medical guy, not a techie. So do you not operate medical equipment in the medical profession, Gorio K? And I'm not, oh, there's the sprint. There we go. And, like, walking is, like, incredibly slow. Personal inner thought. Use interaction mode and press the tab to open. What? Here's F and press tab. Oh, I guess when you see something. Deck 3. So the question is this okay? Yep, that's what I thought. I was like, is this like a ship where the deck numbering decreases as you go down, or is it like a government building where the floors increase as you get out. So there we go. We made it to deck 1. It's a significant milestone. Hey, what's up, Death Pucket? Thanks so much for swinging through. Let me give you some cartoon birds to herald your entrance. Goryoke says there's equipment, but computers are different. Gotcha. But like I said, man, if you need any help with that stuff, let me know. Maybe we don't go out the airlock. Where else can I do a bounty? It only lets me pick one. Tons of secondary ships spawn at Grim Hex ship deck. Okay. Oh my gosh. Landing pads. Oh, I wanted to put it in third person mode. There we go. Activate the vehicle selector kiosk with interaction mode. Oh, there's my ship retrieval console. Okay. Yeah, and in fact, Goryoke, man, I don't know where I put it. I think I can put my fingertips on it. I made a streaming setup and pre-flight like checklist. It doesn't tell you necessarily how to do everything, but it gives you the list of things to go through. Now, I'm a little OCD, so it is. So I'm hoping. So I see these people requesting assistance. I don't know that it would say that. I don't know how you would get paid if it were PvE or PvP. I'm hoping I'm hoping this is PvP, PvP, PvE. Starter light freight. Capable of carrying 400 cargo. So then, okay, so retrieve is that. Please wait while your vehicle is being delivered to the platform.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Sounds like C-3PO. So Death Bucket says, smiles, I guess. This is Star Citizen free-to-play? It is decidedly not free-to-play, Death Bucket. It's one of the reasons I have gone deep undercover to try and figure this thing out. It is not cheap. It is actually more than the cost of a regular game, depending on what package you buy. Ship will be delivered at AO2. Well, okay, so how do I get out of that? Okay, just gonna have to back up. Interesting that when you back up, it snaps back to first-person view, so you have to. Now we have to figure out where. So he's got a sidearm already. What I really want to know is where can I go shop? So those are landing pads 5 through 8 and 9. So crazy! These are pads 0 through 4. Systems. I love systems. And this thing apparently has them galore. Garrity Defense. Can I join an organization? A PvE organization? How hard was it to do your overlay? I like the look of it, and it's not overwhelming. It's clean. Ha! Thank you very much for asking, Goryoke, because this is a key tip, I think. So, I don't do my own overlays, essentially. I registered with a service called Player.me. Actually, I think Keep Calm and Carry One. Wait. So I need to get to the landing pads. Depressurized. Okay. Oh. Please tell me I'm not going to kill myself going out into the airlock. Clo to do. Okay. So I registered with a service called Player.me, and one of the things Player.me does. How do you open the door? Exterior door. is it has tons of overlays for free. Now, some of those overlays are also paid. I've never found a paid overlay. Okay. Okay, now it says that my Mustang Alpha is at landing pad 2. This is so this is very, I don't want to say frustrating. It's monitor your heart rate. Okay. So Death Pumpkin says, I'm going to stick around, lurk mode on mute, keep that viewer count up, but I got to get some stuff done. No worries, Death Pumpkin. Thanks so much for stopping through. I do appreciate it. Gorio K says, I'll check that out and definitely what I'll need. Yeah, so you sign up for player.me. It has a desktop client that you can install. Usually when I'm going, holy cow, I'm on the exterior of the space station. Okay, now what I really hope is request a comment assistance in deep space. Left bracket to accept. This is actually pretty amazing when you look at the level of detail that's modeled onto this thing. I mean, look at the gun turrets. And I think I have, yeah, I've got guns on the wing mounts here. I do not have missiles, so that is a bit concerning. Enter pilot seat, open pilot canopy, open ladder. Wow. Now I'm going to say, for Hooligan, which says, what game is this? Hooligan, this is a game called Star Citizen. It is a crowd-funded indie game, and I just missed the tutorial on how to start the ship. So, yeah, so it's a crowd-funded indie game that's been in development, I think, for like 4 years at least. And this is essentially a first boot. I didn't title this a first boot episode because this game has been out for so long. Flight ready, power on. Multifunction displays, manager should power heat weapons and shields via the interactive screen. Cockpit, press mouse 3 to focus in for a closer look. Warning, shields critical. So let's hope that this works. I'm in free look now. Yeah, so I understand how to move it. Let's go to the outside. Okay, yeah, so the wings... I thought the wings came down. I'm trying to figure out how to... Ship movement, L shift to activate afterburner and overclock your engines for higher maneuverability. Maintaining this for too long. Oh, no. Oh, strafe up with hat. Oh, okay. Tap B to quantum drive. Ships must now spool up their quantum drives in order to travel. How do I lower the flippin' landing gear? No. Get back inside the cockpit. Get back inside the cockpit. Calm down. Get the ship under control. Okay. How do I raise the landing gear? So player.me, you sign up for an account, you can download a desktop client, you can go in, they have hundreds of overlays available. You can go in and select an overlay and add it to your library, and overlays come in a pack, in a package. They include like a, your stream is ready to start, an in-game, and an intermission overlay usually. You then, once you add them to your library, you can open up the desktop client and you can go in there and you can change the configuration of them. You can resize things and whatnot. Once you set up the overlay saves to the cloud and it's available. It has a URL. So when you go into OBS, you can then set up or instantiate a browser source. And then when you instantiate that browser source, then copy and paste the URL into that browser source configuration menu, and then that pulls your overlay into your live stream. So that's how I set up like all my overlays. And then like all these alerts and stuff that you see on the screen, like the recent followers and followers today and hosts today, all that kind of stuff. When somebody follows or hosts or whatever, and you guys hear the audio alerts go off, all that is done through player.me. And I can use the stock library items that they have, say for audio alerts, but like I have my own library of like soundboards. So I can upload those soundboard sounds to add to that. So sometimes when you guys hear those things go off, it's the player.me stock library, but sometimes it's ones that I've uploaded. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for key bindings. Yeah, I need to figure out how to lower the landing gear. Cockpit view, move, but target, power radar HUD lights. Electronic access. There should be, I know. Wait. There's an auto landing thing. I wonder if that has control of the landing gear. Landing system. On keyboards it's N and B. Okay. So I've got the the spaceship stabilized. Where's the flippin'? Okay, external. Oh! Maneuvering thrusters. I've lost control of the camera, so I need to... Key bindings. HOTUS advanced customization. View. So once I'm outside, maybe cycle camera orbit mode. Maybe if I'm holding the free... No. If I'm holding free look, that should... Yes, there we go. Alright. Consolidated Outland. So I will say, for all the shade that I've thrown at this game, this is a pretty remarkable experience. Like the first time getting into your spaceship. Alright. Nope. Okay. Okay, we're in the cockpit now. Quantum travel, once you set a destination on the star map, a waypoint will appear on your visor. I don't really want to go... Where... So I need to get to the communications menu and see it. Oh my goodness. There's another spaceship. I wonder if he knows that I'm a noob. Now, I didn't configure the hailing thing. I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. I'm trying to manage, like, how do I want to play the game and what do I want to do. This guy's clearly maneuvering into position because he is maybe thinking that I should go with him. Can I've got an enemy locked up. I need to figure out how to lock onto somebody who's directly in front of me. Hey, Cherry Jello, thanks so much for joining in. I appreciate you swinging through. Good to see you too. Are you and Hooligan watching this? Wait, so you and Hooligan are on two different PCs watching this? I guess so, because if you're both individually logged in, or maybe one of you is on a phone or something. Okay, I think I need to not configure anything else with the joystick. No, wait, no. Nah, phones, okay. I think this guy is maneuvering around me with his maneuvering thrusters, and that's why... Oh, okay, I don't really want flight control on the mouse. That's a problem. Is requesting assistance. Left bracket to accept. Oh, no, I gotta hold it. Contract accepted combat assistance. Press right bracket to dismiss. Okay, but where's that mission? New objective, go to Eric Thornwald, right? I don't know where he is. Go to Eric Thorkvald. Where is Eric Thorkfall? Oh, whoa, no. I have a mission indicator. Go, 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 go. Afterburners. Afterburners just kicked in. Respond to beacon. There's no way I'll get there in time. $23,000 kilometers out, leaving Armistice Zone, weapons online. I'm not making any distance. I spool my quantum drive. Fire your spaceship's weapons. No, don't tell me about that. Just... Okay, that should be my quantum drive. It's spooling up. But how do I... Alright, like I said, I'm very overwhelmed. And I don't know if you can actually pause this game. I have to set a destination there for quantum travel. Set a destination for quantum travel. Quantum travel, once you set a destination, star map, a waypoint player in your visor. Where's the star map? Comlink, vehicle loadout manager, equipment manager, skyline, journal, live works, vehicle maintenance, contracts manager. Where is the star map? Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Sorry guys, this is quite an overwhelming piece of kit. This is intense. Yeah. Oh, it's intense because I didn't go to Eric Thorvald. Where is the flipping star map? And now I brought this thing up. I don't know how to B to toggle spooling. Shows on your flight HUD and the calibration UI. Comlink, vehicle loadout, equipment. Skyline. I don't even know what I hit. Okay, alright. Where is... Let's spool the quantum drive again. Oh, okay. Set route. Clear route. Navigation mode. I got it. But where... Hey, Ravenclaw. Thanks so much for swinging back through. Oh, is that the new Twitch Mobile, which is a bit of crap. The new emote. Wow, you guys are amazing. Thanks so much for joining through. I definitely apologize that I am trying to route not set. I get that. I'm trying to figure out how to set a route. Set route. And, like, nothing's coming up. Go to Eric Thorvald. No, okay. Okay, let's not panic. Let's, navigation mode. I think I'm not figuring out how to get in navigation mode. If I have the quantum drive spooled and I hit F2, boy. Once you set a destination, the star map. I'm trying to figure out the star map. You guys are all over it with the emojis. How many more average viewers do you need? I don't know. I mean, I guess I have to have 3. Right? Thanks so much, guys. You really, I mean, I only, literally, seriously, I only have like 12 minutes left to live stream, and then I cut out and meet another obligation. I do appreciate it so much, but really don't sweat. You don't have to sweat it now. I appreciate it. But I mean, I really have to like shut down at 4 o'clock. Okay, so we got the comm link. Here's the loadout. Equipment manager. Skyline. So this is, I'm in the nav screen. I don't understand how to, it seems like I don't, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay, here we go. I was zoomed in too tight. Here's,
Contact.
that's the distress beacon. Can I set that route? Flippin' A. We'll be here for, don't pause this, we'll be here for 12 minutes. Thanks so much, exactly. Okay, no support. You got the targeting fixed on here. Also, the theme look also in overbearing. Yeah, I think this is literally just one of those things where it does look overwhelming and it does look confusing. I think once you get it on lock, it becomes easier. I'm just a bit flummoxed right now with how to... Oh, whoa, whoa, okay. And okay, so I'm figuring out a little bit at least how to maneuver the map. I'm really just trying to figure out how to hook this blasted distress beacon. I think if I could figure that out, I wish it had more like tutorial information here.
Contact.
Okay. So that, oh wait. So maybe the problem is I'm not understanding the iconography. Maybe select an entity for additional details. So maybe this respond to beacon. I'm trying to figure out where the beacon is. Maybe that's the beacon? All craft should use extreme. Set route. Distress location. Okay, that's hooked. It seems difficult. I never finished TIE Fighter. Right, exactly. I never finished flight training. I've got it hooked. It says that I don't understand why. Oh, okay.
Contact.
Like it's just unintuitive as all hell. Like, okay, so that's so weird. I don't know. I think part. Oh, whoa. There it is. That's a distress beacon, and I think part of the problem is this thing is overlaid on my HUD, and I think this stuff is actually on my HUD and not on my star map. So I've got that hooked. Is the route set? Once you set the destination, start a waypoint and hold on your visor. Align your ship to the waypoint and calibrate. Gosh, flipping A. Appear on your visor. Align your ship. Quantum drive spooling up. Sorry, everybody. We're it's ready. Okay. 1 of 1 to the distress beacon. Align to a nav marker to start calibrating your quantum drive target. Spooling complete. How do you fire the spooling? Was supposed to be navigator. Selected the star map. Tap B to toggle spooling. Quantum drive is spooling. Spooling complete. Right. So. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Okay, we're lined up on it. I just don't understand how to fire the quantum drive. That's what I'm missing. Awaiting spool. Ugh.
Contact.
What happened? The quantum drive is now online. Objective fit. Great. Okay. Your combat assistant contract canceled. Please rate your experience. Shut up. So I just did absolutely nothing. K. Burns is requesting combat assistance. Hit left bracket to accept. Contract accepted. Go to Key Burns, okay? I think all of this is less difficult than I'm making it. So there it is. Let's spool the quantum drive. Awaiting spool. No, spool it. Because I had a very long time to get there. It's 65,000 kilometers away. Spooling complete. Okay, so I think part of the problem is I don't know how to fire the blasted drive. So let's see if we can figure this out very quickly. Advanced controls customization. Flight movement. I'm looking for power moons. You're flying a spaceship. This makes Mario look absolutely ridiculous. Did you buy the tutorial for 30 bucks? Yeah, exactly, Gory, okay. I bought the ship without the frickin' instruction manual. Let's see if we can quickly figure out quantum drive. I don't want to put that on the stick. Let's see, where is it? It should already be configured on the keyboard. Quantum drive B. Maybe. Okay. Nope, no. So with the quantum drive configured, no, I'm not going anywhere. What the flock? Showing your flight HUD at the calibration UI. This is so frustrating. So I have it spooled. I have the navigation thing set. Flippin' A. How to fire quantum drive in Star Citizen. Travel keys are bound to anything on my joysticks. Am I doing something wrong? If you open the Star Map app in your MobiGas, click Set as Destination, then you can exit MobiGas, point at your target, and press the Quantum Travel button. Press F1, steer nav point, press B. Press B, hold B, double press B, get frustrated and mash B, open Star Map again and repeat until it can't. Let's see. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. Great Scott, dude. So, this might just be a fail. We may just wind up ending the live stream without actually getting anything accomplished. I have no idea what it's doing now. The system is definitely online. Can I just... Now I've dorked something up. I've broken the starship. This is funny. This is hilarious. I didn't realize Mark Hamill voiced Green Goblin when I got the grab my Switch soon for some more. I'm overwatching. Very cool. You guys are getting into some games for the afternoon, so I do appreciate that. I mean, that's cool. I don't know why I said I appreciate that. I think I'm just completely cognitively overloaded, and I can't figure out how. Can I exit 0G? Maybe powering the engine off is probably not a good idea, but I've definitely broken something. It's now just says awaiting spool. And Now it's not... Ugh. Like, I literally don't get it. And now something is chirping away. It's a waiting spool, and now that doesn't... Now the B button doesn't work at all. I can't get the blasted engines off. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. This is bad. I feel like I definitely hit some kind of bug. This seems frustrating. Enter your credit card information. Right. Insert more quarters, right? I would die in space. Well, we had a very... it was a great start, we thought. We thought we were going to get going here. The initial experience is really good, like getting into your spaceship for the first time and going into the spaceport and telling it like what landing pad to show up at and like walking through the spaceport and climbing up in your ship. Like all those things are really great. And I think... Flippin' A. And I think once we figure out how to navigate some of the less savory parts of this, this will be a great experience. So for those of you who weren't here, now you're going to get a chance to contract available job opportunity. I just figure that now that we've learnt how to get into space and get through initial combat, where's the flight deck? That some of these things will be easier. Get out of the way. Okay. What? What do you mean claim? So we were here after a period of time. What? 5 minutes? Expedited fee is $3.98. Okay, fine. I guess this is the insurance that you buy. So now it should be delivered in less than a minute. And when not for Princess Leia choo-choo, I will just frozen eat back. Boy. Well, at least it wasn't like 5,000 credits to expedite it. That was bad. So what I could say is, given, and I mean,
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
where is it, 3PO? B07? Okay. B07. 0 through 4, and 10. Here we go. 5 through 8. Now, as unpleasant as that was, I can't act like it's the first unpleasant learning curve experience that I've had in a game. Why is my HUD red this time? Weird. The airlock. Still not sure what yeet means. So using rad and grew, yeah. So, why did it? Okay, here we go. It did say B07, right? So look, it kind of flips me out that you just run up the staircase directly onto the surface of the frickin' space station. There's the door. Let's enter the pilot seat. Okay, so fingers crossed that we're going to get it this time. Let's go ahead and light the ship off. Flight ready.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Shields down. Okay, everything is powering up. Shields critical. I'm going to sound out of touch, but I've seen this yeet thing a lot. What does it mean? I'm still not sure what yeet means. I'm still using Rangaroo. Okay. 10 until shows over, 20 until cookies. Oh. Okay, so the ship is completely powered up. Let's pop to the outside cockpit view. Strafe up to launch. Right? So last time I did something. Let's get back inside the cockpit. Maybe there's something I didn't do to make it ready. Well, I definitely don't want to power it off. Ugh. Maybe I just need to, oh my goodness. Options. Goryo says, Yeet is an explanation of excitement, approval, surprise, or all-around energy, often is issued when doing a dance move or throwing something. I just googled it. You guys are cracking me up. Okay. There was landing stuff. Auto land. Landing system is N. Yeah, so I don't know why. I don't know that there's any other flight systems ready. Should be R. Oh, close all doors. Let's try R and K and see if that does it. Okay. That just opened the doors. I don't want that. Let's not open the doors on the spaceship. Let's go back inside. Let's hit flight systems ready. This is unbelievable. So last time the flippin' thing took off and I, like, completely scared myself because I didn't know. Everything is supposed to be ready. Let's go in. I just want to claw my eyes out. Well, if we get trapped in space and we have one spaceship that no one knows how to fly, and me being in charge, name I could default pilot. I just eat my pants is going to be my new catchphrase. Yeah, this is So often in engineering, I often say when you fix something and you don't know what you did to fix it, that's bad, and that's what this is. I launched the aircraft last time and don't really know what I did to launch it. So now that we're back in the aircraft, I don't actually understand what I did last time to launch the aircraft. Okay, flight systems ready should be R. Maybe I need to lock the doors. That didn't do it. Throttling up isn't doing it. Did you try to fly casual, but not too casual, as complicated as they made it? Yeah, I think... Now, I've also played Elite Dangerous, which is actually really complicated. I suspect that this is not as complicated as we feel it is right now. It's just you guys are witnessing me live. Going through a lot of stuff that I would probably normally do off-stream. Targeting, movement. Come on, give me something here. Space brake. Acceleration limiter, decoupled mode. What was space brake? XV. Strafe up. G-force safety. Cruise control. Great Scott. Let's try to... Maybe the space brake is engaged. This was so easy to get the air... Get this thing up off the ground last... Like, It definitely looks complicated. Yeah, there's something... There's something that I'm missing. There's like one thing that I'm missing. Power should be you. So...
Weapon systems disabled.
Okay, so that's apparently not good. So when I tried to hit flight ready, let's just hit power on this time.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
So I do apologize. I know that
Contact.
it's probably not the most fun thing to watch. I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to a point where next time it is more fun to watch. Those meters are decreasing. I'm not rushing you, but it's 7 after 4. No, I got a little extra time. I do appreciate it. But we are literally stuck, it seems. Comlink, vehicle loadout, equipment manager, Skyline, journal, live works, vehicle maintenance, contracts. External atmosphere, that's me. I should just be able to disengage the landing gear. So maybe... I really don't think this is the case, but maybe in some weird thing I've dumped and derped what I had configured on the HOTUS. Nope, all the strafe stuff is... Landing system, auto land. Key bindings, keyboard and mouse. Flight movement. Mouse wheel is the speed limiter. Roll. Strafe. Afterburner, auto land, NB. Like, one of the things that I don't like about the design on this thing is it doesn't give you UI feedback. Right when you hit a button. There's something I'm not doing. Look behind. Well, I wish somebody had seen whatever it was that I did before to launch the spacecraft. Like, I can't even imagine. Oh.
Engine systems enabled.
No, that can't be what's been going wrong. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I just no. I hate this game. I literally hate this game. I just needed to turn on the engines. So, let's go back inside the cockpit. At least, but you know what? Again, what I will say about it is, though, we've learned that lesson one time, right? We'll never make that mistake again. Open pilot canopy, open ladder, open exterior, press to unlock. Why is the spacecraft spinning? Spool the quantum drive. A little aggressive on the departure there. Comm array. Well, now we know how to spool the blasted quantum drive without flipping around with the buttons. Okay, what we need to find is... leaving armistice zone. Weapons are now online. I need a job. How did I get to the, no. How did I get to the comms thing? Comm link? Red Racer, I don't need it. Channels. Members manage contacts. Landing services, that's not what I need. And I'm not going to open the global comm channel. Journal. Improve StarMech quantum integration. I guess maybe if I'd read a lot of that stuff. Contracts manager, okay. Wing shipment delivery, Red Wing delivery pilot needed. Where? Beacons. No beacons. I want to get to another one of those things that said somebody needed help. Service beacons, combat assistance. Ishmael Armistice requesting combat assistance in deep space. Let's accept that. Rendezvous. Where is he? Okay. Come on. Oh, man, if the game crashes on me now, I'd be really angry. So, let's spool the quantum drive. Incoming call. What? No, spool the quantum drive. Spool? Flippin' A. Okay, so we know how to manage the star map now. That's what I needed to understand, is that that's my HUD. Where is he? I know that the route's not set. Contracts. Shouldn't beacons. Okay, here are the ones I've accepted. I don't want to untrack it. I need to understand where the beacon is. Rendezvous with Ishmael. He's right there, right? I just don't understand why I don't have that menu now. I think the problem is because I don't know where his blasted beacon is. Now I'm starting to get a slight bit angry. Ugh. I'm selecting beacons, but I don't know which one he is at. Required fuel 0. That can't be 0. This is rough. Now we're back, you know, like... no target. I feel like I'm just going to nowhere, right? That is not him. I'm looking at the HUD. Well, look, guys, if you guys have other stuff to do, I appreciate you hanging out. Like I said, I don't want to frustrate you trying to go through this with me. I'm really confused with where this guy is. No. Alright. Shut down quantum drive. Okay, the quantum drive is clearly... it's on and it's spooled, but I don't... Huh. Right, so the problem is I don't know which one is him. Kamare, Daymar. Alright, so now I'm starting to understand. What is that? That's Port Olisar. So this guy has clearly dropped a beacon, right? But I don't know which one is him. Kamare. He's somewhere out here, I think, is the whole point. I don't know which one. So that's where I'm going to select this thing. I'm going to set the route. I'm going to get out of here. Supposedly. The route is set, but I'm not lined up on it. What is that? quantum drive isn't spooled. I'm just going to take off and head in that direction, I hope. Spooling is complete. I don't want to shut down the quantum drive. Everything's ready. The thing I'm struggling with is how to fire off the quantum drive once it's set up. Not that way. There's got to be a way. Shut down the quantum drive. Press to unlock. Like, it can't be this difficult.
Contact.
Well, that's interesting. At least I know how to zoom the thing in. Quantum drive system online. It says that I'm just supposed to hit B, but whenever I hit B...
Quantum travel engaged.
Hold B to cancel QT. QC must cancel prior to starting the deceleration phase. Great, so we finally kicked into hyperspace. Everybody should be clapping now. Oh no, we're here. Okay.
Quantum travel complete.
Okay. So I think the point now is you're supposed to zip around all over the galaxy to find this guy Ishmael and figure out where he is. And just getting the flipping map to show in the right place is frustrating. I don't know where Ishmael is. I'm not even quite certain where I am right now. But I think I at least know how to navigate. That is not a target, so I gotta find a target. Oh boy. So are all you guys playing your own games now? I know, what did you guys say? You were playing Super Mario Odyssey, I think? Great. Objective failed. Awesome. Out flippin' standing. Okay. So, I've been making life hard on myself. Why don't we just try things the easy way? We'll go to contracts. General. Lane shipment delivery. Let's just accept that offer. Pick up the shipment from Bountiful Harvest. Pick up shipment from Bountiful Harvest. Okay. So, can I figure out where Bountiful Harvest is? Let's go to the star map. This is probably a lot easier. Get out of that. Didn't I? Oh no, I selected it. Set the route. Okay. Wow. Is that the waypoint? I think that's the waypoint. Fire up the quantum drive. Now everything's working like clockwork.
Quantum travel engaged.
call in all the troops, because I thought I was going to be jumping off. Okay, so...
Quantum travel complete.
So do I know where I'm supposed to go next? Yes. You can hook that and set the route and get out of F2 and spool the quantum drive. So this is often the case that a lot of times
Quantum travel
when you're learning a
engaged.
new game, you mistakenly pick the thing that's most difficult. So I think it's more difficult to try and hunt down somebody who's requesting assistance when you don't know where they are than it would have been just picking a fixed location and learning how to spool the quantum drive. Now, how do I... Okay, let's take the quantum drive offline.
Quantum travel complete.
Now, how do I land?
Landing gear engaged.
Okay. I guess I don't want to overspeed. So now's the point. One of the things that I definitely didn't do correctly, key bindings, is I took auto landing off. We definitely need that back. No, auto land is in. Landing system toggle, auto land N. So please tell me, let's see, if I go to F2 and I select that, and then I get select that and set the route, and then get out of this. Please tell me that. Oh boy. So is it going to be just as hard for me to figure out how to land the blasted thing? Matter of I need to let's pull the landing gear back in.
Landing gear retracted.
Afterburner is now not working. I wonder if I need to hit the comm link to request permission to land. Load out equipment, Skyline, Journal, LiveWorks, modify ship port equipment, vehicle maintenance services, contracts manager. This is the one I've accepted. Link shipment delivery. My vital signs, I don't need that. Let's see if landing is something here. Engine, spool, quantum drive. Press to unlock. Stealth. Strategy power. Alright, so I'm going to leave the engines engaged and I think my landing gear down. Let's see if we can quickly figure out how to do this. I really need to hurry up so I can shut the stream down. How to land on a planet in Star Citizen. Well, and the hope is that I'm just going to get through this planetary landing guide. Tutorial for how to find get to destination, everything. How to navigate to a destination. How to get to the surface from orbit. Blast down all the way using full thrust and afterburner. Select a surface target and go halfway there with hyperspace. Press B to overlay the landing targets on the moon. Okay, so that's interesting. It's obstructed in quantum combination. You may need to travel somewhere else first to find a clear path. Oh, okay. That's weird and interesting. So, wait. That's Bountiful Harvest Hydroponics? Okay. Calibration. Dummy. Alright. Okay.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh man, please don't crash me into the surface. Please tell me that's how I land. We're almost there.
Quantum travel complete.
So I'm here. How do I...
Landing gear engaged.
Okay. It's 20 kilometers to the pickup. Overlay the landing towards the moon and move the HUD center. Wait for calibrations when complete. Then press and hold B to hyperdrive towards the target. Take you around the planet to reach the selected location and release it to a high altitude. You may get turned around the point where you press B once more to make the ground targets visible. Okay. That sound is really aggravating. To cover the remaining part of the distance. Just partway through the flight, landing on the surface. You are near the surface, slow forward speed. Switch to precision flight mode N, and landing gear will be deployed upon landing. Use. Okay. Let's
Landing gear retracted.
landing used to select engine off. Okay. Let's try and land the sucker. Hey, thanks so much, guys, for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm really sorry that you've had to sit through this. Now, one of my questions is, if I do land, and then get out of this. I wonder, I don't know what distance. Slow the forward speed S, switch to precision flight mode, and landing gear will be deployed. Oh my gosh. Did I just, damn, this is a flight simulator with 79 pages short manual. Yeah, great, it is. Whoa. Please tell me. Okay,
Landing gear engaged.
Auto landing does not seem to be working. I mean, I just don't even know. Oh, it says it's obstructed. I really don't know how to put this thing down Or where I'm supposed to. I'm trying to slow down. Hit the space brake. I don't have any sense of what my actual altitude is. Oh, no, 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 no! Is it landing on its own? I just don't know if I'm in the right position. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Those are... Those might be landing pad lights. There's 2 of them. I just don't know where I'm supposed to land this thing. And my big fear, like, after going through all this, I'm not about to... Yeah, I'm not about to derp this. No, don't put that landing. Come on. All I need to do is put this thing down safely. And then we can call this a wrap. But I'm really nervous that I'm about to make some critical error. Single spaced in 6 font with no illustrations. When you are near the surface, slow the forward speed, switch to precision flight mode, and landing mode. Upon landing, it says upon landing, but I want to auto land. So have I... how do you auto land? Nope, that's not what I want to do. Let's think again. Let's go to the outside cockpit view. What I just don't understand is... I don't know where you're supposed to land it. Is that the landing pad right there in the middle? That seems like an awfully small space to have to land the craft. And what I don't know is, alright, look. I'm going to try and put her down here. I just don't know if it's going to give me, like, credit for... I'm on the ground, right? Okay, let's go back to the interior cockpit view. And let's try and shut the engines down. Let's see if that will allow me to do the pickup. Of course, I scrolled away from... I already know all this stuff. How to get to the surface from orbit. Landing on the surface of a moon or a planet. F plus mouse to select engine off from the cockpit and use H to leave your seat. Alright. Let's do engine off.
Engine systems disabled.
Okay, and then go ahead and power it down.
Shields disabled.
And then it says use... Can't seem to get out. Oh, wait, how do I, open the pilot canopy, open the ladder, open the exterior, what? Canopy's open. Open the ladder. Exit ship. Holy Katakas. Alright. Please don't fly away, ship. Now, maybe the deal is... It seems a bit overly. Like... I would hope that there's a way for me to get inside space station. I guess I probably could have landed there if I'd felt confident that, okay. Okay, well, fellow members of the Ravens crew, nice work and credits. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you officially that this is complicated. So, I'm hoping that we will only have to go through that one time. Okay. And here's my pickup. Touchscreen to start. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes, and I forgot that this actually has you Ashton Ridge Aid Shelter. Now I'm hoping what I can do, I don't know what this does for save state. I'm hoping I can exit the game and it will actually like when I restart that I'll be right back here. And again, I feel okay. That's was there an airlock out this other side? Because you're moving really slow, and it's a little aggravating to have to go through this. You just beat the game, right? I think I've just figured out how... I think my learning curve has just gotten me to the point where now I can actually play the game. And again, I'm going to be a little measured in my This is not horribly unusual for a space sim of this complexity. You know, I haven't really talked about the history of Chris Roberts and how he came to this, right? I mean, so Chris Roberts was the guy who was the lead on Wing Commander, and then later Microsoft commissioned him to make a game that was Freelancer, and Freelancer was originally, I think his concept of Freelancer was for it to be this, right? For it to be this all-encompassing magnum opus space opera where you could literally go around the galaxy and do this kind of stuff. And there are elements of Freelancer that are like this, like, but it was super simplified. Like, you would go to a space station and you would be in a bar and you would just go to a list and pick jobs, and then you would just like fast travel to your ship and then launch. It wasn't as complicated as this, and I understand that the whole point of this game is to make you live in the world and feel you know, like you're actually a freelancer in a galaxy, and so I get that. Now again, I selected a very difficult way to figure out how to digest this, which is I didn't do a lot of pre-reading. I didn't go in here and try and find people to partner with. I didn't try and find somebody who could kind of show me the ropes, because part of the whole point of the experiment is to see, you know, how intuitive is the design, how... Okay, calm down. Comms channel join Sierra Mustang Alpha. Deliver shipment to Aston Ridge Shelter. I want to make sure that this thing is actually in my cargo manifest and that I'm not about to like take off with it. I'm hoping that if I... Propulsion systems and weaponry... I do right wing, left wing. I do have all my weapons mounted. Why? So you can actually monkey with that. I need to know. It bothers me that I can't see my cargo. Weapons, armor, utility. That's interesting. So that's you. journal. Doesn't tell me, doesn't confirm that I picked anything up. LiveWorks AR, no port selected, modify ship port equipment. None of that's there. Contracts manager. Okay, so it does say that I picked it up. We need you to run a shipment for us. Deliver shipment to Aston Ridge Aid Shelter. It's a failed one, that's fine. Aston Ridge Aid Shelter. So where is my objective? Aston Ridge Aid Shelter. Where is it? Hurston. I would hope that I don't think that's it. Oh, nope. Let's just leave orbit. I think I can navigate to the thing easier once I'm in space. It's got 2 markers on. Let's go power on.
Welcome. Your journey begins now.
Engines up.
All systems operational.
Let's go to landing clearance view. Maneuvering thrusters to vertical. Retract landing gear. Oh, there was an instruction set that told me how to get to orbit. How to get to orbit. That's where quantum travel will exit atmosphere. Ship will exit atmosphere. Exit atmosphere. Set the angle to 90. So your landing gear is up and apply afterburner. When you have reached QT altitude, the elevation shift. Okay, so I think I also see instructions here on how to get to the landing pad. And I did not. Oh, and I now see where the elevation thing is. Delivery drop-off. Spool the quantum drive. At 100%. Lock our location.
Quantum travel engaged.
And that's how you enter hyperspace, peoples. Oh, that's a planet. Okay.
Quantum travel complete.
Why? Oh. Aston Ridge Aid Shelter. I don't understand why I have 2 different markers here. Alright. I think we're going to need the auto landing skill here. Landing pads are police areas like portals are used for lower your landing gear. Then use the comms panel to request a pad. The pad for the comms will be available when you're granted a landing pad. The one you're looking for will be outlined on the floor. The other line allows you to dive nose first into a hangar. Sit you down. Here's a long hand video. To auto land, go to the marker, then press and hold N until auto land commences. It's nice to be some reserve, but go ahead and switch off the engine, and then press H to leave the seat. Press through and being allocated a pad, in which case you can try on a pad. Anyway, okay.
Quantum travel engaged.
Okay, just don't run me into the planet. Okay, we're 30 kilometers out from the drop-off point.
Quantum travel complete.
Gotcha. Now, lower your, before you begin the landing sequence, lower your landing gear, then use the comms panel. Let's go ahead and approach to within 5 clicks. It's quiet and cold in space. Man, what a day. So the good news is we have figured out how to get into the spacecraft, light off the engines, take off, navigate to a waypoint, land at a pickup location, take off from planet side, return to orbit, navigate to a new drop-off location. I mean, this is not a bad day's work. It's very interesting that I can definitively tell. It feels like I'm definitely traveling slower now that I'm in Atmo. And like I said, I appreciate you guys hanging out, even though this is, I know for a lot of you, this is not your kind of game. I do appreciate it. Okay, we're coming into range here. Oh, don't tell me that thing's up over the ridge. And these braking thrusters are really violent. Okay. Yep, I've got visual on the landing pad. Let's slow it down. Okay. Now, let's see if I... No, it said drop your landing gear first. Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear engaged.
Let's go to the comms panel. Where's the land? Lower landing gear. Then use the comms panel in the MOBA glass F1 to request a pad. Nope. Nope. Get out of that. Get out of that. Go to that. MOBA glass. Maybe that's not it. Vehicle status, track mission status. That's weird because I know I'm on mission right now. Let's try and go to the comms panel. It's just, nope, that's global chat. Don't do that. It's interesting now that it's back to being blue instead of red. Contacts. I just need to... Skyline, journal, live works, vehicle... Deliver shipment. So I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing where to contact the landing pad. So maybe I'm not in an area where I can auto land. The auto land feature at police areas like Port Olisar must be requested. So I think what it is that okay, is there a landing pad? I'm not really particular about. Okay. Well, at least this time I understand where. At least I understand where the entrance to the little base is, so I can put the craft down. Now the cool thing will be is if I pull this off, this might be like my first little bit of credits here. I don't really know. Alright, I seem to have landed. Maneuvering thrusters have extinguished. Let's go back inside the cockpit. Power down the engines.
Engine systems disabled.
Now, I guess I technically don't have to power the craft down, so if I leave it running, open the pilot canopy, open the ladder, and exit the ship. I hope I exit the ship with the little cargo thing. It's a little worrisome that I don't have the cargo. Maybe you don't have to. Cracks me up how you actually have to go through the motions of opening the airlock. So the big problem I have with this thing is, like, how is anybody ever going to be satisfied that this thing is done? Power cell accepted and active. I don't know what the heck that means. Okay, I guess that's the drop-off. I don't understand what I'm supposed to... Oh, this... Man, if this... 2 meters, delivery drop-off. It's like a little room or something? Like... So one thing, key bindings, ground, on foot. What have I not done? Crouch is left control. Okay. Alright, hold on just 1 second, sorry. Although how I use that to traverse anywhere, it looks supposedly like... No, why? Ow. Did he make it? Guess I didn't. I don't even really completely understand how.
It'll be the last breathing you do. Well, if the only way is up, then let's go up.
We have to go down to reach the other power plates. After we've gone over there to activate this first mechanism.
Oh, let's just make it fast. We'll end up with a lung full of corruption.
Alright, so I guess over and down.
Corrupted here. No!
I guess it really doesn't matter as long as I hit the lever. This is what I screwed up royally last night. Because I had a wall that was, that I had to wall ride down, wall claw down, but, yeah, it was just unintuitive what path along the wall you were supposed to take in order to get all the way to the bottom, and it made me feel like, the whole thing was rigged. Yeah, I don't understand with all three. No. And these are times where I wish I controlled her teleportation. No, what the flock is going?
We have to get across.
Are you alright?
Okay, so wall run. We're flipping the switch to wall run. I can shimmy down as far as I can, then claw ride down to the bottom.
Go.
Come on.
This is crazy!
Okay, that wasn't what I had in mind. Now what? Oh, that's not good. He's gonna get devoured. Great. Let's do this all over again. Wall climb. The lever. Alright, hey, so we're getting back to it. Again, I am really just trying to figure out how to drop this thing off. It seems like it says drop it right there. It may be that I'm in the wrong place. It seems like it's supposed to be there, but maybe it's outside somewhere and I missed it. I'm really just trying to wrap this up. I do understand how... Okay, yeah. Oh, frick, 11 meter, like... Aston Ridge Aid Shelter. The ship is running, so I don't want to be here all day. My fear is I left the box back on the... My fear is that when I got into the cockpit, that... And I wonder if that's why that planet is still illuminated as a... What did I say the interact button was? Interaction. Interaction mode is F. There's all kinds of stuff. F. 1. ADWS tab. F tab. I swear, if I left this thing back on the planet, I'm gonna be so angry. I really don't know why. Power cell accepted and active. And I really don't understand why, got in cockpit in Star Citizen. Did I bring the pickup? How to use the cockpit's nav map. And starships carry cargo. I can't put cargo in my Aurora. But the cargo drops out of my hands as I get in my ship. What am I doing wrong? Land without landing gear. Then press open doors. Don't enter the ship. Place cargo in the flocking A. You've got to be kidding me. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Alright, let's... No. Okay, so at this point we may not actually complete this thing, and I'm really angry. But I'm going to see if we have actually learned anything. So that's why the blasted waypoint back on the planet is still there, because the package is back on the planet. Enter the pilot seat. Okay. Canopies closed.
Engine systems enabled.
Engines are up. Go outside the cockpit. Lift off. Get the landing gear up.
Landing gear retracted.
Go. Let's leave Atmo. So ridiculous. Once the altitude is at 1,000 feet, let's find the original waypoint. It's right there. Spool the quantum drive to 100%. Quantum drive at 100%. Activate.
Quantum travel engaged.
At least the quantum drive is fast. Now the question is that flipping package just sitting outside on the ground? No. Quantum spool.
Quantum travel complete.
Okay, that's where I need to land. I don't like the double hyperspace thing. I kind of hate
Quantum travel engaged.
pointing straight at the ground.
Quantum travel.
Okay, let's go. I don't think my ship has an afterburner. I think that's why I keep hitting it and it's not doing anything. Now what's weird is this planet looks different. Maybe it's because it's daytime and I landed at night before. So the only hope that I have is that we're going through this punishing learning curve for one time. And I tell you, it's going to be at least, I could say it's going to be an interesting week of live streams. So I have, I guess I should check. Bang, up time. I'm not sure how many more sessions of this I'm gonna do this week. I don't think my ship has an afterburner. I think that's why I keep hitting it and it's not doing anything. Now what's weird is this planet looks different. Maybe it's because it's daytime and I landed at night before. So the only hope that I have is that we're going through this punishing learning curve for one time. And I tell you, it's going to be at least, I could say it's going to be an interesting week of live streams. So I have, I guess I should check. least 2 more, maybe 3. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna hop on tonight. But we probably have about 6 more hours of gameplay to put into this week. See just how interesting things get. See how many more lessons we're gonna have to learn by just extreme pain input, like we've had to learn this afternoon. But like I said, my first time in Elite Dangerous was not that much different. And probably won't be much different my first time in No Man's Sky. Okay, altitude, altitude, altitude. Look at that. That flipping thing is right on the ground. Oh, don't. Oh, no, 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 no. Be a little more careful. No. Okay, this is not good. That was stupid and almost outright dangerous. I have suffered a little damage. I just came in too hot. That's the problem. And I didn't have my landing gear extended.
Landing gear engaged.
Okay. And what I don't like is, I saw the package out here. It's really ridiculous, that whole landing sequence. I don't really know why the vessels are so violent in their movement. Alright guys, well I'm probably going to have to shut things down and get out of here. But thanks so much for joining in the live stream today. And I appreciate you guys sticking with it. And now okay. For some reason, I'm having a hard time getting into the exterior view. Try and put this thing down pretty quickly. And then get out of the cockpit. Shut the engines down.
Engine systems disabled.
And I just want to exit the ship.
Launch complete. Landing complete.
And where's the box? It's so stupid, the box is right here. Yep, let's pick it up. So apparently what people are saying... I really hate... Come on. Alright, we're going to keep pressing here for a few more minutes and see if we can actually pull this off. I don't know how close I have to be to the ship to get the doors to open. And I damaged this port engine nacelle, I believe. They said not to climb inside the ship, but I don't know how. I don't know how to get the doors to open. Key bindings. I've been in this menu so many times. I just want to control, right? Open all doors. Toggle open all doors was K. I don't know if I have to get inside the ship. Ugh. Or maybe I just need to be up here to access the controls. I don't know if there are any other control surfaces. This is so hard. Open pilot canopy. Enter the pilot seat. Now I just drop the box, right? Please tell me I can... Oh, the ship is still powered up. Okay, you just opened all the doors. Okay, great. Let's go back inside. Please tell me now I can exit the ship. Pick up the cargo container. Okay, good, good, good. So now I'm starting to get a little, starting to feel a little Red Dead Redemptionism here. Because this is not fun. Like, this locomotion should not be this hard. Pull catch to release, okay. Please tell me I can close the cargo bay. I don't want to close the cargo bay. I want to... How do I... Dropped it. Ugh. How do I put this thing in the cargo bay? How to put container in cargo bay Star Citizen. So I think we've arrived at one conclusion this afternoon, and that's don't play this game. How do I carry and mount black boxes cargo? Open the door and try and chuck the box in one side, then run around the other side and get in while trying to fit the box in a better... Jesus. Look down at the box in your hands and hit place. Then you can look around and try to get a good angle at the ship, and you can place the box on the ship. Wait a second. This is so ridiculous. Load cargo into those smaller bolt-on containers, yet the only way to get cargo into them is buying, selling from kiosks. Doesn't make sense. I think, so I have F, it just drops it. It shouldn't be the way it is. No, don't tell, wait, did it, did it just go into the container? Close cargo bay. Delivery drop-off. So this thing is tracking along with me. Please tell me that this thing is inside the damn ship. You can't open that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Enter the pilot seat. just wish... I wish there was something. Vehicle Loadout Manager. You'd think it would be in Vehicle Loadout Manager. It's not there. Equipment Manager. Skyline. Journal. Live Works. Vehicle Maintenance Services. Repair. Restock. Refuel. Engine on.
Engine systems enabled. Launch complete.
What the heck? That might be because I've damaged the ship. But I don't see... Right? I don't see the container on the ground. I hope that's the case. It's my altimeter. Time.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh, this isn't gonna try and... What just happened? Did my ship just get destroyed? My ship just got destroyed. Alright, well look, that's going to be it for today. It's always nice to have to pray you did a mundane task correctly. Yeah, exactly. Man. I think I figured some things out, but obviously we got a lot more work to do. So, thanks so much everybody for joining in the live stream. Thanks for the people who hung out. Thanks for you guys trying to help me get to affiliate. I appreciate it. I apologize that this was such a difficult experience. What is this direct message? Oh, that's a different animation. Why that says direct messages. It's weird that that job is still active. Alright, well thanks so much for joining in. Again, I do apologize. Take it easy. Yeah. Thanks so much, Gory OK. Thanks Ravenclaw. Thanks Hooligan Whiff. Thank you Cherry Jello. Thanks to anybody else whom I missed. I may be back on tonight to give this another shot. If not, it'll be tomorrow and throughout the week. So, once again, my name has been Agasically Stamus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Until next time, happy hunting, stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. That's going to do it for me. Until next time, good afternoon, good luck, and good gaming. Death Pumpkin. Yeah, thank you to Death Pumpkin for swinging through. I do appreciate it. We are definitely shutting down. I was about to say I wish you all a Merry Christmas, but it's clearly not Christmas. So, thanks so much for hanging out this afternoon. I will be in touch. and we'll keep gaming and keep streaming. I'm out.
I used to think if I couldn't find hope, I should just let it all go. I used to think if I couldn't make dreams come true, I should just let them all go.